Previously on the LCS.
Welcome to Week 7 of the North American League Championship Series, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. There's the arrow on Dyrus. Oh, it's Meteos all the way across the inhibitor turret.
And they show once again why they have the best record in the history of the LCS.
First play gets given to Dyrus.
Oh, man.
He's going to flash away. The ignites ticking. That's a double kill for Dyrus.
See you tomorrow.
Team Solo Mid is starting to make another late season surge and have a winning record for the first time since week 2.
Going on Maple Street? Look, all wrong. Combo. They're dead.
Oh my gosh, there's Wombo! Combo! There's nothing else to say about it!
They're finally starting to look like that team that all the Curse fans were expecting when they signed Edward.
This fight is going so well in favor of Dignitas. What? Dignitas are going to close this one out. Double after the double kill. Triple kill secured. 4 more kills for Double. Vulcan losing in the late game.
I feel like we've improved a lot, and like our score in LCS doesn't necessarily reflect how good we are.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the LCS. We're here in Week 8. I'm David Freak-Cheerlead. I'm alongside Joshua Jatleesman.
And I have to say, welcome back to North America, man.
Thanks, man. Europe was tons of fun, but it is good to be back home, of course, here. And guys, we have 6 incredible matches coming your way today, starting with Skarra and Dignitas taking on the almost unkillable Meteos and Cloud9. Now, last week, Meteos not only bounced his way to a mind-boggling KDA of 45, the highest we've ever seen in the North American LCS, but he helped lead Cloud9 to their 5th perfect week of the summer.
And while Cloud9 locked down a playoff berth 2 weeks ago, because of last week's performance, they're just 1 game away from clinching a first-round bye in the regional playoffs and 3 games away from clinching the #1 seed.
And so while Cloud9 continues to reign at the top of the standings, Vulcan is in danger of losing command of 2nd place.
Yeah, Vulcan lost control of another game, and they've now lost 3 of their last 4. A couple weeks ago, we were talking about them as an elite team in North America, but recently, they seem to be on autopilot, and it's hurting them at all phases of their game. They had that really sloppy pick and ban game when they underestimated Velocity, and they also had that comeback they gave up to COG late in last week.
And of course, speaking of late, TSM are making a very late push now at the end of the split to get back to the top of the standings. They've won 2 of their last 3 games, and they're now tied for 3rd place.
Yeah, the playoff race here is really heating up because we have COG, TSM, and Curse all going 2-1 last week, and now there's actually 5 teams within 2 games of either 3rd or 7th place.
But, of course, at the bottom of the standings, though, is the 8th place Velocity. Time is starting to run out for these guys. If they repeat last week's 0-3 performance, they will be the first North American team sent to relegation. But for one Velocity player, his season's already over.
Yeah, Valrose has left the team. He said that top lane was not for him after he'd moved there from mid lane. So today, Velocity's former top laner, Chris, who had been on the bench the last couple weeks, will be returning to that top lane role.
All right, guys, so let's take a look at then the playoff structure because it's just under a month away. Let's get a big announcement out here for you guys. This summer, there's going to be an added 5th place game. Only 3 LCS teams are going to be sent to relegation.
Exactly. So just like in the spring split, the top 2 teams will receive first-round byes, while the 3rd place team plays the 6th place team and 4th place 5. But this split, the losers of the first-round games won't be immediately sent to relegation. They'll meet in that 5th place match.
And the winner of that best of 3 will earn a place back in the Season 4 Spring Split, and they're safe. The loser, though, will join 7th and 8th place as the Spring Promotion Tournament guys trying to fight their way back in. They've got to win games to get back into the LCS.
Yeah.
All right, so the North American Regional Playoffs are just under a month away. Let's take a look at the standings now, heading into Week 8 of the summer split. Cloud9, well, they're still floating in the ionosphere for the 7th week in a row. And Vulcan remains in 2nd, even despite that recent slump.
The middle of the standings are stacked up with COG and TSM tied for 3rd, while Curse and Dignitas are sitting in 5th at 9-11. Team Coast is a game back of the bunch in 7th, while Velocity Esports is just fighting for their hopes in the playoffs and even in the LCS.
So let's take a look now at the matches we have in front of you today. Cloud9 is going to try to lock down a first-round bye when they take on Dignitas. That game is followed by Team Coast versus Counter Logic Gaming, and then the Voracious Vulcan versus Velocity.
After that, it's a battle between 2 teams on the rise, with Team Solomid and Curse. Then it's Counter Logic Gaming taking on Vulcan, and Team Coast versus Velocity Esports.
And as always, guys, you can vote on who you think is going to win all 6 of today's games by going to lolesports.com. Click on Schedule in the top right corner, go to Week 8, and vote away.
And all right, we've been asking you guys questions all season long and having you answer them via Twitter. But today we're turning the tables a bit. It's time for you to ask us anything. So hop on Twitter and ask us questions about the NA LCS that you'd like to have us answer. For example, where did Freak's chin strap go and why? We're at LL Esports. Be sure to use the hashtag LCS, and today we'll be giving away Logitech G400S gaming mice to our favorite questions.
So guys, we've got to take a quick break, but when we return, it's our first match of the day. Scara and Team Dignitas versus Meteos and Cloud9. The North American LCS will be right back, just like my chin strap.